Next game is the Cowboys and the Panthers. The Cowboys pulled this one out 33-10, beat the crap out of them. Dak Prescott was 25-38, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He also had 2 carries for 6 yards. It's an okay game for Dak. Didn't turn the ball over. Didn't have a horrible completion percentage, so we'll take this. Just not the elite superstar stuff that we have been seeing these last couple weeks. Cooper Rush came in 2 of 3 for 15 yards in the blowout. Tony Pollard getting back on track. 12 carries, 61 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Love to see it. Also had 4 catches for 19 yards. Keep plugging Tony Pollard into your lineup. Hopefully this starts a streak of actually putting out production that he's been capable of the entire year. Just really weird stuff how he hasn't had the production up to this point. Rico Dowdle had 8 carries for 23. He almost didn't play in this one with an injury. Devontae Turpin had a carry for 13 yards. CeeDee Lamb had a carry for 7. And Cooper Rush also had the 3 carries for -3. Interesting stuff with the Dallas receivers. Brandin Cooks led the way, 3 catches for 42 yards on 4 targets. I still think he's a drop because CeeDee Lamb still more than double the amount of targets anybody else did. 6 catches, 38 yards, and a touchdown. He is still the receiver to roster, the receiver to play every single week. I don't think anybody else here is really going to be that reliable every single week, but you do have people out there who believe in Jake Ferguson, 3 catches for 32 yards on 5 targets. I'm just not all the way in there. I still think Dalton Schultz is a step above him. Cole Kmet, I would still consider to be a step above Jake Ferguson, but he's kind of in that conversation. Michael Gallup, 3 catches for 31 yards. Luke Schoonmaker, good to see him get involved a little more. 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard had the 4 catches for 19. Jalen Tolbert, 2 catches for 12. He had a nice game a couple weeks ago, but if you added him, he's a very safe drop. Devontae Turpin, 2 catches for 10, and Rico Dowdle had the 2 catches for -3. For the Panthers, Bryce Young was 16-29, 123 yards, a touchdown and an interception. He also had 2 carries for 3 yards. Do not roster Bryce Young. He's a very good dynasty player. I love Bryce Young long term, but this is not going to be the season for him. He just doesn't have the help around him that he needs. Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries for 57 yards. Miles Sanders had 11 carries for 50 yards. Interesting that they're splitting carries pretty much down the middle here. Chuba had the better yards per carry, so we'll see if anything develops from that, but things seem to be trending back towards Miles Sanders right now, so it should be a 50-50 backfield going forward. At least that's what I'm going to be projecting here. Adam Thielen, 8 catches for 74 yards on 11 targets. If anybody is going to get production in this offense, it is going to be Adam Thielen. Even in a tough matchup like this, 15 fantasy points is still awesome stuff. So keep playing Adam Thielen every single week. Steven Sullivan had a catch for 20. Laviska Shenault had 2 catches for 9. Chuba Hubbard added 2 catches for 8. Jonathan Mingo, 6 targets in this one, but just the 1 catch for 6 yards. I still keep waiting for him to get more involved, and it looks like they're trying to get him the ball, but he just hasn't gotten anything going this year. Tommy Tremble had the 1 catch for 4 yards, but it was a touchdown, and Miles Sanders just had the 1 catch for 2.